All right, guys, we're going to get started in a little bit here. A little bit late tonight. Hey, what's up, Karate? Shout out to Karate. What's up, Matt? Yeah, a little bit of a weird, annoying environment. I mean, I did really well, really well, adding to some trades, really well trading the last few weeks. We all did. Me and Crypto Bulls on Atlantic Core, bringing you guys some amazing content in there. Not trying to shill it too much, but I'm trying to shill it. The premium Discord, but yeah, I mean, a little bit flat. We'll see what happens. I mean, it seems like we're going to come down at least a bit in the short term. It could be kind of flat for another week, which is kind of the thing that bores people to a certain extent. But yeah, it's the way, and that's what happens. So yeah, let's just see. If you guys messed around with Bard, I've been messing around with it. What do you guys like better, ChatGPT or Bard? I mean, I think there's pros and cons to both. Oh, what's up, Crypto Grizzly? What's up, bro? Yeah, and by the way, guys, maybe if I will be at the Bitcoin conference, so let me know if any of you guys are going to be there. Yeah, ChatGPT probably would get would win by a little bit. But yeah, oh man, I was standing up, then I got tired, so let's move this down here. But yeah, guys, what's up? So, Look at this guy. Look at this guy right here speaking. The U.S. won't default on debt. So that brings up markets slightly. But we got to realize, too, like, guys, if you don't remember what happened when they raised the debt ceiling back in 2011, it crashed the S&P 500 about 20%. So, I mean, it does show a weakening of the U.S. economy, which would theoretically bring the market down. Now, let's get into kind of the macro real quick here. I was talking about this type of stuff on Around the Blockchain earlier today. I was on Paul Barron as well. And, I mean, this is coming down. That's coming down right there. I mean, if there's going to be a black swan, I think it's going to happen pretty soon. I don't know. I mean, in all likelihood, history would you'd see something more like this rather than a big drop down. The main case of a big drop down is, if you guys aren't familiar, this was where Doge topped out around April, May of 2021. This is where Shiba topped out around here, November, October. You know, those are big drops down. That's kind of the case for a crash. And that would bring you potentially to a lower double bottom into, I mean, it's like that into July. Bye. That'd be a real depression phase too if you come down that low and just bounce around there for a bit. But that would be the place to start getting into altcoins. That would be the place where, if you're willing to hold a few years, I think generational wealth could be made. Big money could potentially be made. So just a little bit longer. I mean, I would kind of rather have the big crash and rip the Band-Aid off, but there's a few different possibilities. Also, what's interesting here, I mean, I've been talking about this for a while, the 3-week, it could be the first time you do get into the red here on the 3-week, which is going to be one of those opportunities, buy. You know what I mean? And if you were to dump down, even do a repeat of whatever we saw here in 22, that'd be elongated and boring, but at 19 there, yeah, you'd probably, let's see, if we go lower in that, you'd come into the red. That's a buy opportunity. So that's kind of how it is on the macro. I would say this weekly too is still pretty doggone bearish overall on the macro. This kind of trajectory, it's a potential trajectory. I mean, money flow right there, like I've been mentioning. And if we also look at 2-day here, money flow coming out with VWAP coming up. So it's tough to kind of trade for swing trading at the moment. Not too tough, but I would say have some, liberal stop losses right now, especially for the short potential. I mean, we do have a lot more info on it. Landon Court's still doing some longs on the altcoins. Honda, man, you might be into that degeneracy. He knows what he's doing with those. So that's pretty good. It's Crypto Bull Zone in the exclusive Discord as well. It's a great community. We're really building that community up. I want to help as many people as possible there. So check it out. Link down below if you're interested. Obviously not right all the time, but we've had some really good trades. I mean, let's be real, guys. We'd be billionaires pretty quickly. On the 16-hour right here, you don't have a bullish div. I don't think, do you? No, you don't have a bullish div here. 12-hour, I believe you do have a bullish div. Yeah, you do have a bullish div on the 12-hour from there to there, which is interesting, and that kind of brought us up. Now you're messing around with this same area. So, I mean, you got the trend reversal there. Maybe you repeat this, retest this area. We are in that kind of choppy market. It wouldn't surprise me if you were to do something of this nature, mess around, then maybe even make a higher high here. A little bit tough to say. 3-hour coming up with the money flow. It's more your bullish case. You may get a trigger wave. So it's just a pretty flat market in the short term. And if you're wondering, how long may it take to how long it may take to break out. I mean, you were generally kind of in this range for a good amount there. And you could potentially, I don't think you're going to go that long, but maybe another week, something like that kind of area into, 10 more days or so. What's up, man? Yeah, a little bit of a flat market. Crypto Bull Zone. Shout out to Crypto Bull Zone. He's been killing it in the Discord as well. He went short on ETH last night, which is a really good trade. He went in last night, so been really active in there. I don't want to show it too much. Been shilling it too much. I'm not going to show it no more. But obviously here with the head and shoulders, guys, I mean, you could be kind of sideways for a few more days and fall off of this. I mean, it's not impossible for you to come up, test this point of control, then kind of come down. I mean, you do see with the head and shoulders, then it does break down. If history kind of what we saw, like I mentioned, Dogecoin, that was a top for Bitcoin, we crashed. Shiba, that was a top for Bitcoin, we crashed when those topped out. Pepe, maybe it could be different. I don't think so. I think you're going to come down, there's going to be a ton of liquidations, like just below 25. You know that. And there's some people that, I mean, this is kind of, you've been around a long time. It's kind of the same thing when we heard people say Bitcoin's never going under 30K again. People said, I mean, a lot of people, even Willy Woo, like big people that were smart too. I mean, said Bitcoin would never go under, 50K again or 53K again, $1 trillion market cap. I mean, look at where we are now. It's hard to predict, but that's there. Usually it finds a way to go to those lower areas. I do think ultimately that GPT, yeah. Some people actually don't know what ChatGPT is. I was talking to a kid a week or two ago, like a good friend, not a dumb kid, like just somebody who doesn't follow the news or current tech trends too much, and he didn't know what it was. I don't think he even heard of it, but yeah. What is Crypto Grizzly? Is Chat GBT, B as in Bob, different than Chat GPT, P as in Peter? Is that a different thing or? Yeah, I mean, money flow coming off that 4 hour too. Looks in between. I would think, for a thing with this is when the market's this choppy, you don't get any. This is not a bearish div. You don't get too many bearish divs. You just got to look at money flow kind of. So what you could trade based on potentially is, this probably the 4-minute or the 5-minute are probably crossing into the red potentially. Those are some of the scalp shorts you could trade on these money flow crossovers. Combined also with the hourly, red dot confirmed. So if you were to kind of, I mean, this could be, so a scalp short setup right now would be, I don't know how, well, I mean, I'd say you probably got a good shot at it. Just don't overcomplicate it. I would take profits at the first, traffic stop right here. And this would probably have a decent shot at winning. What's up, NBF? Shout out to NBF. You're a big fan. I appreciate you, man. Let's see. GPT. Peso. I don't understand that. Okay, so yeah, that's Bitcoin right now, and let's look at ETH. Let's look at our buddy. Whoa! Where's Ethereum here? Same thing. I mean, you're above the point of control. This has been. You could stay in this range a bit longer. Do you have some green dots? I mean, if you look at here from kind of where that shoulder started, you could be in this shoulder until, over here potentially, maybe even into the end of the month, more choppy in this range. That's possible. That's the volume area high over here, 19 something volume area low over there. So big range we're in right now. It is a crucial level. It is a crucial place. I mean, if you lose kind of here, if you lose 17 something, I mean, your technical target's going to be around 15. 15, the spiral line is probably where you'd bump and hit traffic at. That could be into end of the month, into June. It could take a little bit of time to play out. So yeah, but I ultimately think you most likely will come down after that. Split RSI coming down there on the weekly. The apologies for all this scribbling and stuff on this chart, but this confirms in 6 days here on the 12-day. Very similar to that trajectory. ETH is, if we could just get, it may take time here. Hopefully it'll be quick, but it may take time here. But if we can, once we get into the red here, this is the most important place. I've talked to you guys about this so much. This is top secret information right here. I mean, I should put a paywall in front of this, but right here, I mean, that's the main thing. And yeah, short term. ETH doesn't look as bad as Bitcoin in the short term. Still would, some things would still indicate that, yeah, I mean, you're hitting that kind of area. It'd still indicate, I mean, I guess you could argue this is a bull penny breakout, but some things would indicate you'd hit here before you make a higher high there. So yeah, what's up, RD? RD. But yeah, that's ETH. I want to, how's Pepe doing right now? This is looking all right. I would say pretty bearish. I mean, I gave you guys a nice trade setup, short setup for this down to kind of this area. I mean, obviously you could take profits earlier. This is like weird with the funding fees. You may be paying a lot in funding fees, so be careful. I don't really trade meme coins too much. NASDAQ, okay, this is an important thing to keep an eye on. So NASDAQ is now hitting this big point, forming a double top right here, all the way back from this rally in August of 22. I believe that was similarly to the end of the Bitcoin kind of rally in August of 22 as well, up to about 25K there. And then look what happened there. So, I mean, history does kind of repeat. It wouldn't surprise me if you did something similar to that. I mean, there are certain areas. I mean, a drop down like this with the debt ceiling would potentially make sense. I'm curious about the NASDAQ. Let's go back to 2011 here. Here's when the, or was it, no, it was, yeah, it was right there. So that was the debt ceiling there. I do think you would see a significant drop pretty soon. Especially that 2 week, you know, that red dot. And then RSI is pretty gapped here in the weekly. Not extremely gapped, but like gapped enough to, you know, cause some concern. And then the next red dot would probably give you what you need to bring you down significantly here. I think Kramer's going to kind of be wrong in this eventually because he's kind of, you know, always bullish on the NASDAQ. I don't know why I even bring him up, but yeah. Oil. Oil. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance just a little bit. So this is what we're looking for too. Once this breaks out, once this finally breaks up out of this channel, hopefully sooner rather than later. And once this gets into the green here, green and the next, you know, red dot, here, yeah, it could jump up. Ooh, very similar to that area. It could jump up again. It could be VWAP could jump up before bringing the red dot. We do crash pretty soon. You might scalp a Uniswap short. We'll talk. Let me look at Uniswap right after this CBZ. And yeah, I mean that kind of area right there. Getting into the green, this is the time to buy altcoins. This is going to be a time to buy altcoins for long term. So that's what I'm really keeping an eye on. We're getting close here. Let me set that. I want to definitely set that notification on that money flow crossover. Might put a fat position in some alts, or no leverage, but just long term. You know, start the DCA there. Ooh. No, I could go percent wise. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's look at Uniswap. Let me keep BNB up. That's one's interesting to keep an eye on. Oh man, yeah, this thing has really been a Debbie Downer kind of. Oh man. Let's draw a fib level or something so we have something to go by. I mean, you could go local ranges. We're not even that area. Okay. CBZ, you're probably looking at like, yeah, this guy, 16 minutes. I don't know if I would. Let me see something here. Kind of regaining the market size for SR point at the moment here. I don't know if I would be too inclined to go short on this, but Bitcoin looked more like, and not a bad short in terms of something like that. I don't know, but you may have a different. What are you looking at your CBZ in terms of like, what's your reasoning to try to go short on this? I mean, because we're kind of hitting here. I just don't see the. I mean, we're seeing some bullet bearish div, but I'm not seeing. 6 minute. Yeah, you probably could get the scalp in, but I don't know. I mean, it's not the most confident trade. Oil. Man. Who are you thinking, Rebecca Dunn? How Finny? Is that the? That's one that a lot of people think was the true creator. How Finley, the one with ALS. It's getting a little resurgence here. I mean, I think as you go into recession, unless some unexpected thing could bring this up, I mean, I think you're just look at this incredible chart. I mean, it keeps making lower lows. So yeah. 5 minute to 1 hour bear divs. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a bleeder in general. Uniswap hourly doesn't have a bear div here. Let's say maybe a hidden bear div. Or maybe you could. No, that wouldn't be. That's a little bit too high there. Okay, sure. Dot and Sol on the daily. Let's take a quick look at see here. That's pretty neutral. I mean, usually as money flow coming up, VWAP coming up, that would indicate sideways for a little bit. I see where you're coming from. You know, you might be able to get a little bit higher here, but that's like that SR point. Can you keep that? Little tough to say here, man. I don't know if I'd do anything with this at the moment. Check the Discord. Oh, did you message me about the Oh yeah, guys, with the promo with the MEXC, if you deposit at least $200, I'll give you 1 month free with my link to MEXC down below if you want to trade. My bot is down. I'll get you in by tomorrow. The latest. I gotta talk to my guy who went AWOL. I don't know. The server's down, but just remind me. I'll give you manual access if I have to. I'm really annoyed with the technology with that right now because kind of disappointed in the guy too because like he set it up. I mean, it works. Just the server's always down. Like I've said, like look, I'll pay for it. I want to pay for it, but yeah, I just got to get that set up. If anybody if anybody's knows Discord bots and how to do all that stuff, please shoot me a DM. I will. I'm interested in. I'll pay you to like fix it. I'm looking for somebody who could do that. But you need credentials. I'm not just let any random. You need credentials. Are we dumping tomorrow? We could. We definitely could. Oh man, let's see. Zcash, larger slips, yeah. Let's look at Sol really quick first here. This looks more like a good potential short. This looks like, because you're hitting that market. Yeah, this looks like more a short. But then again, the crypto bulls on the market would follow it. So yeah, if you're seeing something I'm not seeing on Uniswap, I think you could absolutely be right. I mean, everybody's got their own way to do it. So yeah. That is a reverse head and shoulders, but I don't know. I feel like the channel will break downward here. This has just been nothing. This could go down farther too. And if you do make a lower low, you're looking at some low areas potentially. I mean, there are smart people who think this is never coming back. This is going to zero or whatever. So yeah, May 19th is a new moon. So that means we'll dump crypto main. That usually means you'll dump if it is a new moon. The full moon is bullish. The new moon is bearish. Let's actually take a look at that before we look at Zcash. Oh, you're talking about Sol on the hourly. Nothing's too convincing to me right here. I could be wrong. Look, I mean, by no means am I ever always right, but yeah, you get a trigger wave there. Oh man, what was the one that freaking? Okay, yeah, I mean that full moon didn't give us much. The new moon, ooh, new moon, man, new moons. Could be something like ooh. That'd be kind of interesting if you pumped up to 28 before it happens. But yeah, do you guys know? Like, I mean, I've looked at it over the years a little bit here and there, kind of for entertainment purposes. But does anybody trade this crap with the moons and actually make money? Like, are there profitable strategies that you could use with the moons? Like, where do I enter and take profits and all that crap with the moons? That's what I want to know. Oh, that's interesting, CBZ. Gemini's not a it's that different. Usually it's not that different between different ones. Sol came out with a new phone, yeah. Yeah, people like Sol. I mean, I think there's more bang for your buck with other things like Cosmos, Chainlink, but I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll buy a little bit of Sol. I'm buying the dip at $3. That's what I'm buying. There's a funny quote by like when Crypto Face is talking. He's like, everybody's. It was when Bitcoin was at like 40K or something. He's like, everybody's saying buy the dip. And listen, yeah, I'll buy the damn dip when it's at 6K. Buying the dip. There was another. Oh man, who was it? There was some guy at Robert Kiyosaki had on his podcast or his show or whatever, like a year or two ago when Bitcoin was at like 40, 50K. And the guy's like, yeah, Bitcoin is something you buy Bitcoin. I'm buying Bitcoin when it's at 6K, at 5K. That's when you buy it, when it's at 3K, not when it's up. But yeah, it's helped you go no longer short. But yeah, buying the damn dip when it's at 6K. I don't know, I found that funny. Because everybody's talking about buying the dip when it's at like 45K or something. Like, yeah, I'm buying the dip when it's at 2K. I mean, even if he said like 15K, it still would have, you know what I mean? Daily on the macro is very bearish. I mean, EMA is coming out. I mean, turning gray. Um, okay, somebody made a start. Yeah, there was that chick that girl that's yeah, she's pretty popular on TikTok. Who talks about the moons. I don't know if she talks about it as much as she used to in terms of Bitcoin, but she does talk about the moons and the Jupiter stuff. And oh yeah, Crypto Noble, Bill Noble, I think is his name. He talks about that. I gotta watch him more too. He's been on Debate Crypto with me. I should have him on. Would you guys be interested in that? I feel like I just lose subscribers having people like somebody talk about the moons and Jupiter and the planets and how that's going to affect us and tell us when we need to buy Bitcoin and sell Bitcoin. Is that something you guys would be interested in? Yeah, Marin. Yeah, I know Marin. I follow Marin on TikTok. She doesn't talk about Bitcoin as much as she used to. It's more about like I gotta like listen to what she talks about, but I feel like it's a little bit different these days. Um, so 75%. But what 75% with? So could you set up a bot to do the moons for you? Just trade moons? I know. I was talking to somebody who used to work at Bridgewater, Ray Dalio's hedge fund. They used to have people do crap with the moons, like find statistics on that. Listen, guys, if it was that easy to make money with the moons, everybody would be billionaires making money with the moons. You know, we had to. Is there a moon coin? Oh yeah, there was like Moonshot or what was it? Safe Moon. That was a Ponzi. I mean, let's just see. Let's try a moon strategy here. How would we trade with the moons? How would we trade with the moons, guys? So we gotta first of all, I think it's in the daily gives you the best. Like I wish this indicator, I wish it would show where the next one is, but let's try to make a strategy here. Let's do some trend line. No, we need horizontal or vertical lines. Excuse me. Where is it? We need these guys. No, wrong one, wrong way. There, and then we gotta put it right there. let's create a strategy. We're creating a trading strategy here, and we're going to become billionaires trading with the moons. The moon, we're going to be on Forbes, and they're going to ask, how we're going to, they're going to have a Forbes interview, and there's going to be a girl going before us, and she's going to tell everybody how she made her fortune selling pictures of her feet on OnlyFans. And then you're going to go and you're going to tell them that you made your fortune doing moon trading based on the moon cycles. And then the guy after you is going to go on and he's going to tell them how he made his fortune, posting about how he spent 500 grand on a baby tiger, and you're poor, so you can't afford that. That's what he's going to say. So that's what's going to happen there. And you're going to have all this money. You're going to have more money than you could ever spend, more money than you could ever know what to do with. But what's going to happen with that? It's not going to affect your life in any way, because you're going to feel guilty that you just made all your money trading off of the moon cycle. And then, I don't know, it's just not going to make sense. And then you're going to go back to college, and then, it's just not going to work out. It's just, you're going to end up like, oh man, the Nelk podcast, I listened to them on and off their podcast. They had a girl who was, let's say, she still does OnlyFans or whatever. She's a pretty popular adult actress or whatever. Nobody I watched, but she's trying to get into the college that I went to. And she's going to be on the same debate team, I think, as the one that that I was on. So, that's kind of how our society's come to. I feel like that I don't know, is it even frowned upon anymore, a girl being on OnlyFans? I feel like it's not even that frowned upon. I feel like it's more encouraged, like condoned these days. But anyway, sorry to I don't know what the hell I'm talking about here. But so obviously the bright ones are bullish. These are bearish. So how would we create a strategy for this? So I'm trying to think how you would try to, maybe a day trading strategy potentially. You had the moon there. Red dot. Yeah, red dot, spiral line, stop loss above the high here. That would have been okay. Okay, so that would have been okay. 8 hour red dot. So moon plus, oh no, this was this is supposed to be the bullish. We're supposed to be looking for a long. Okay, this one no bueno. This one no bueno. This one would be maybe on the 4 hour or something. Did get up to that value area high, almost, just about. Maybe I drew the value area high wrong, but long on the moons, yeah. Yeah, the thing with the moons is it's just, man. Well, what's up, Cryptodontist? Shout out to the Cryptodontist. Appreciate you, man. Cryptodontist, Bitcoin's going to Jupiter. Ask us again in 5 years. Let's see here. Check out the Doge scenario talked about in the altcoin TA. The daily hitting money flow bar 3 times. The daily on Doge. Let's take a look at that actually. Doge is one I've been keeping my eye on for. Don't ask me why. No logical reason here. Isn't there like a few wallets that own the majority of Doge or something? I forget what it was. Are you talking about? I'll definitely have you on again, CBZ. Probably not tonight. Yeah, I'm a little bit tired. I'm gonna get to bed soon, but definitely gonna have you and Landicore on again. That's a 4. I don't really see a triple. I guess here reverse head and shoulders or something, break upward. Macro on this is terrible. Obviously, I don't know. This is like one of those ones. Just I would be more bearish. Give it a few months, see what happens. That's for more like macro, like just buying whatever and holding for a bit and trying to buy low, sell high. But for trading, yeah, it's like everything else. You find strategies and stuff. How long have I been trading? It's been years now. It goes by quickly. Seriously, kind of since like end of 2020, when I kind of got good at it. New Zealand. New Zealand, yeah. I've seen some pictures of New Zealand. Looks like a cool place. The forgive me if it's offensive to call them this, but the Kiwis are interesting people. It's funny, like a lot of Americans don't even know like where New Zealand is in respect to Australia. We kind of forget about it. I'm sure it's a cool place though. Looks nice in the pictures. Yeah. Oh man. Um, oh, starting December of 2020. Okay. December of 22. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, it's a triple bottom. Yeah. I mean, the technical target for that is going to be. Let's take a look. See here. Yeah, back up to 14. I mean, Elon tweets about it. This is just boring to me. I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think? If Bitcoin, I mean, this follows. Oh yeah, that was the. Where was this in November of? Wait, what the? Hold on a minute. Wait. Yeah, this has a mind of its own. This does not follow the. Yeah, this is some weird crap. I don't know. This doesn't. Yeah. I mean, what is it down from its all-time high? 90 about. I don't know. I think that. I mean, the technical target's down here, but yeah. Oh man. Did crypto? That was an old altcoin video. Luxury slips. Zcash could be good. It's definitely not looking the best right now. Thank you, Truth Seeker. Um, yeah. Pepe is the meme quote. Yeah, nice crypto grizzly. You take that money and you run. You run and you flee. You get a boat to somewhere. Renew your passport. No, seriously, if you need to renew your passport, get on that crap because I've been waiting like 6 weeks so far. It takes like up to 12 weeks now. Like it's ridiculous. It could take 3 months to get once you mail it to get it back renewed or whatever, which is a bunch of BS. And if you're trying to leave America or move out of the country, I would suggest getting out before the next election because I was thinking about that a little bit. It could be a tie, or obviously, I think Trump's got a good shot of winning, and I think he probably will. Things could get pretty wild. Things could get pretty ugly if a lot of civil unrest and stuff. If more of a, we kind of know it's probably going to happen. So that's what I'd recommend. But yeah, don't take it. This is no type of advice. Fed meeting will make the direction change. I think Fed meeting is not going to really do anything really. Um, Trump's going to win, Crypto Grizzly. Trump's going to win. I'm pretty sure he's going to win. I mean, I'm not endorsing anybody. I'm not endorsing nobody. But I think he's probably gonna win. I mean, he's everything he needs is there. The only way to stop him would be to never let him on CNN or any network again, and that's not gonna happen. It depends, Edward. That question. It depends. Sometimes it's the bearish div. Sometimes the money flow. It depends. A lot depends. Debt ceiling can bring it down too. Yeah, karate. That's a good point. That was news back in like September of 22, September October of 22, right before I went to Costa Rica actually. And yeah, he was. It's a little bit. It's not that black and white. I don't think. I think I got corrected on that one time. But yeah, Michael Burry's a little weird lately. I don't know the lace with him. He like deleted his Twitter and then he went back. But yeah. I think there will be a good amount of civil unrest. Like I think you're pretty good until, I mean, even if you even like look at even during the campaign, if once you get Trump gets a nomination, there probably could be start of civil unrest. I mean, I would say if you're trying to get out, if you're somebody who's more paranoid and trying to get out, because you're thinking things are going to get uglier here, probably want to do it a few months before the next election. That kind of makes sense. I think you do have a good amount of time, but yeah, we'll see. I'm just patiently waiting for my passport now. Trump's gonna win New York, guys. Trump's gonna win New York. I'm joking. He's probably not gonna win New York, but I'm sure it is going more red. Even New Jersey's going more red though. Almost a Republican almost won in New Jersey for the governorship. So, I mean, it could be too if the economy is really freaking bad, really bad recession. It wouldn't surprise me if it's like a decisive victory of maybe not winning the popular vote, but it wouldn't surprise me if Trump wins by, more than he won in 2016 in terms of the Electoral College. Um, it wouldn't be that surprising. I think it'll be close though. I mean, I think oh man, you got to pick up the kids from school. Man, you must be in New Zealand. Yeah, man. Are you the one in New Zealand? Yeah, see you, Edward. Appreciate you, man. Um, but yeah, Zcash, let's do some TA. We'll see what happens. You could have a double bottom with the pandemic. That could be a possibility. It's got some good fundamentals. Yeah, I think the private there's probably a lot of FUD with this because of regulation. With the privacy token. But yeah, I'm probably gonna buy some of this. I'm gonna buy some of Monero in a few months when the time is right. I'm really looking at August. That's the month I'm really looking at to start getting into the altcoins here. That's what I'm really looking at. BNB, the top of that area, potentially come down there. What do I think about Gala? Actually, I did look at Gala today. On Paul Barron, I believe. Let's take another look at this guy. Yeah, it's one of the gaming ones. Some good fundamentals. Now, the thing with this, I said this on Paul Barron earlier. If this makes a lower low than 98, that's where you're getting into some hot water because things are not usually able to get below that area. You can come back from that area. We'll see what happens here. I would say the weekly, that maybe, if you go up the VWAP into June, these lower market caps could bottom out before, oh my God, $200 million nothing. Some of these lower ones could bottom out a while before some other ones if it crashes down quickly and just starts to come up. So that could be the place to potentially get in. I think we're close. I think we're close here. Let's see. Mass shoot, yeah. I mean, I feel like it's been a little bit less of that. I don't follow the news too much, but yeah, I mean that's obviously an issue as well. I guess how do you? I guess we could probably artificial intelligence might be able to help us with that a little bit. Um, but then again, it's like Big Brother watching you. So yeah. Render we were looking at earlier. Puppy. DXY too. So this is showing some more. This seems like it wants to break out. Especially if the Nasdaq and the SPY come down, this really looks like it wants to break out. We'll see though. We'll definitely have to see with this guy, but I think it will. That's all I'm thinking right now. I mean, we've been in a slow, weird, freaking environment for a while. I mean, this has just been. This ain't done much. I mean, you know what I mean? Through this period, all straight up, a little choppy here, but I mean, you have more movement. You're not seeing this is just going, this is going too slow here. You're not seeing no movement. Not getting punched, about to short the F out of the SPY. That might be the move. I mean, you're hitting this area. Nice double top there. You've been so flat. You haven't done jack since over a month here. You've been just flat AF, just forming this head and shoulders there. DC, okay, so that's a good question, Alex. So it's DC, August, April. Yeah, what are you looking for realistically? No, a bull run. So amazing question. I think probably Cardano is not going to do what. So if you were to DCA into a lot of alts in that period, take a look at Cardano as an example. It's probably not going to do as well as it did in the last bull run. But if you look at this would have been the same kind of DCA place, that we're almost approaching here. And it would have been, let's see, so it's August. Yeah, that area, kind of like that almost. You would have gotten a 62x. Jesus, it's a lot. You're probably not going to get that again, but man, if you pick out some good altcoins, you could get, it wouldn't surprise me if you got a 30x, 40x potentially. I mean, if we look at some big boys, I mean, some like Atom, I mean, this is, it's risky, but, no risk it, no biscuit, as Bruce Arians used to say. If this guy gets down to here, $5, and then shoots up to 100, that's 20x. 20x would be a good goal. 20x would be a diverse, diverse portfolio. 20x. Let's see. If you were to put in, I don't know, say you got 20 grand. I mean, you're just saying numbers that a lot of, that are impossible to come up with for the average person. 20 grand times 20, 400 G's. Okay, not a crazy amount of money, but it's pretty good. Oh yeah, thanks so much, Mia B. Yeah, Paul Barron. Yeah, I love being on Paul Barron. Shout out to Paul Barron. Probably seen him at the conference. Any of you guys going to the conference? Conference. Let's see. Yeah, what's up, Crypto Don? Appreciate you, Crypto Don. Shout out to the Crypto Dontist here. Love you, man. What is is that like the Illuminati sign, your your photo or whatever, your logo, your profile picture? So yeah, Adam, I think a 20x is a good goal. You might be able to get a little bit more. I think Link has a little bit more room potentially if you do break down to some Armageddon areas down here and you get in. If you're to buy up here, 20 to 100. 30x. So yeah. I think a 20 to 30x, a reasonable goal. If you were to put in, let's say you were to put in like 30, I don't know, 30K or something, 30K times 30. That's where you're getting close to $1 million, 900K. NFTs too, they could do really well. Trump NFTs, when he wins, I mean, yeah. Chainlink's got some good fundamentals, and I mean, I'm not that bullish. I think it's going to $3, so I'm not that bullish. But I think there could be some good bang for your buck. I don't know what could happen with this, but I think Chainlink and Atom got some good. I'm gonna be buying a lot of this. I mean, it wouldn't if this goes to 0, I would be completely fine too. But yeah, I mean, if you were to put in $1,000 into 20 different altcoins, you may have a good possibility. Mia B. I knew a girl named Mia who was in my religion class. Like when they made us, go to church and take those classes when we were kids. Nice girl, Mia. I was friends with her. That was like in 7th, 8th grade. I wonder what she's doing now. It's like the only person I knew whose name was Mia. GRT. Dental. I don't even know. Caducus. I don't even know what that means. Yeah, it's interesting, when you grow up, those connections that you had like when you were a kid, and then you don't really You know, you think about like certain people that, yeah, you grew up with that you haven't talked to in so long. You kind of think about, oh, well, I wonder what they're doing in their life now. GRT, that's an AI one, I think, is it? Or I'm trying to remember what this one even does. I mean, it's followed my trajectory pretty well so far. I think you could make a lower low potentially. This could be one on my list. I should probably add this to my list on 98. Yeah, that's the problem too. Like, could this recover from 98.6 down? I mean, maybe, but it's tough, man. It's tough. It's a toughie. Oh man, I'm looking at my list right now. I got Algo, Phantom, Ave, Gazelle, Loop Ring, Ren. Yeah, I got a nice list of altcoins. Man. I'm trying to think what else I wanted to look at. Gold and silver have taken a little bit of a hit, kind of as I've been talking about. I think they'll still, generally do well. This is probably going to go down farther with everything else. Phantom, Crypto Grizzly, you liking the Phantom? Phantom looks pretty bearish right now, I would say. This is not, there's more data on this, but, especially the two, yeah. May have a little bit more upside potential in the short term, but yeah. I think you'll come back to these areas. Ocean, I believe, is a till the 2000s. Okay. I don't even remember any time before the 2000s. I'm only 26. We'll look at oh man, Crypto Grizzly. We can look at Ocean. I think November, January is going to be a good place, yeah, for trading one. I think it's also going to be a good place just for buying risk-on assets, alts, stuff like that, ultimately, if you're willing to keep it a year or two. Let's take the Ocean one. I believe this is AI. Yeah, this is an AI one. Yeah, yeah. Or is it AI? I think it, yeah. I mean, I think it's going to come down farther, but we will absolutely have to see. That looks good, though, on that time frame, yeah. Potentially to come up there. Oh yeah, we were trying to do this stupid moon cycle strategy. Let me try that one last time here. Let's see here. GDX. I've never even heard of that one. Take a quick look. Oh my god. Is that a meme coin or yeah, new guy? Yeah. 32. I'm definitely looking at the wrong thing then. What was? Oh yeah, moons. Just trying to think like how you would. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. So we had the new moon. Yeah, I mean red blood diamond there. That would yeah. I mean, I feel like you could do some type of strategy where, like, program a bot to only trade for you, like, when you get the moon and then the blood diamond in the 12 hours, something weird like that. And, yeah, this guy with the full one, that would have been a winner. That would have been a winner. That, maybe, depending where you took profits. Let's say 2 out of 3 so far. Yeah, it might have. Yeah. Stop, yeah. That would have been a complete, yeah, it's a disaster. I mean, here it came up, but yeah, that was just, yeah. That would have probably worked. That, yeah, well, if you had a stop loss pull, it depends, like, how you wanted do this. I don't know. You wouldn't have a crazy high win rate, but yeah. Let's see. Ledger launcher seed phrase. I don't use no ledger. I use a treasure, but yeah. Ledger's backdoor. We were talking about it on Paul Barron was telling me about it. I didn't look into it enough to like know. It's kind of voluntary, right? I think I forget how that works, but yeah. Would I care to share most of the potential alts? I could talk about it more in the luxury slips, more in the exclusive Discord. You're in there, I believe. Oh yeah, guys, I'll do a chat tomorrow. I gotta go to bed for this. I'll do a chat tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. in the VIP Discord. If anybody's around, I'll post it. Right now, I'll wake up for that. Let me set my alarm to wake me up at 9 for that. I gotta start waking up earlier or whatever. So yeah, I got like 20 something written out right now. Some of them are maybes. I'm gonna reevaluate it when I actually start buying them in a couple months. But yeah, I could post it in there, sure. Remind me, you could tag me in the Discord if you want that. I got it written out in paper right now. Confluence with the moon, yeah. E-Man. Oh, what's up, Delta 9? You've been a long fan. You've been a Paul Barron fan, too. What's up, man? Have you been smoking that Delta 9? But, yeah. This moon. Oh, man. Man, back to January. Ooh. When you were at 16K, you saw that new moon. You took that new moon. The full moon, excuse me. New moon. Full moon. This was a little, yeah. The energy there, the energy of the universe. You might be able to do this with moving averages too, because that's a full moon. Yeah, I don't know. Full moon. Full moon. If you did tight stop losses, yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. But I do think that even if we get up to 28 here, I do think that we're ultimately going to probably break down out of this. We'll see, though. We'll absolutely have to see. We're jumping up a little bit right now. Don't know if that fictitious trade will work out. We'll see. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get off. If you want to trade and you want a free month in my exclusive Discord, sign up to MEXC with my link down below. 0 limit fees with my link down below. And if you deposit at least $200, I will give you 1 free month in my exclusive Discord. Just shoot me a DM on Discord with your UID. And check out the Patreon, me, Crypto Bull Zone, and Lanacore, 3 amazing technical analysts guiding you through this bear market, this crypto winter. Even though we're getting to summer now, crypto winter in the summer. Kind of like Miami, how you got that endless summer, kind of like that. And yeah, I'll see you guys. Really appreciate you guys. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Also check out the course if you want to learn more. Not even going to talk about it too much right now. I'm just tired. I want to go sleep. But yeah, appreciate you guys.